Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to QHE channel. Alhamdulillah, in this series of videos, we are learning about Arabic derived nouns. Today, our topic is noun of usage. Let's begin, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This session, we will go over the types of mushtaq nouns. We are going to review them again. And we are going to go over the conjugations of the noun of usage, which is called ismul ala. And we are going to identify them in Quran through some examples. Let's go over the list of mushtaq nouns. So, alhamdulillah, we learned so far the active participle, ismul fa'il. We learned the passive participle, ismul maf'ul. We learned the noun of time and place, ismul zarf. And today, inshallah, we are going to learn about the noun of usage, ismul ala. Now let's learn about some basic information about this noun. So what is this noun? Ismul ala in general is referred as a tool that is used to do an action described by the root letters. There can be three basic patterns of ismul ala. It can be mif'al, mif'ala, mif'al. Now let's go over a quick example. So for the root letters Sad, Ain, Dal, which takes the pattern Sa'ida, Sa'ida, Yas'adu. This set of root letters gives the meaning, the base meaning, to rise or to lift. Then the tool to do this action, which is mis'ad, mis'ada, will mean an elevator. So this is the tool that is used to do this action, and this action is described by these three root letters. Now let's go over the conjugations. Actually, before that, there is one aspect we should know, and that is there any correlation between ismul ala and the types of simple verbs? Unlike ismul verb, ismul ala patterns do not have any specific correlation with the types of simple verbs. A set of root letters, hence a type, can use one or two or all three patterns of ismul ala. Now let's go over the conjugations. So over here we have three tables corresponding to the three basic patterns. And again, each table has three states, and it has singular, dual, and broken plural patterns. So let's go over each of them. So for the pattern mif'al, for the default state, singular, I'm going to read as continuing basis. Singular, mif'alun, dual, mif'alani, broken plural, mafa'ilu. Nasb state. Mif'alan, dual, mif'alaini, broken plural, mafa'ila. So it gets a fatha because it's a state of nasb. For the jar state, mif'alin, mif'alaini, mafa'ila. And again, because this is ghayr munsarif, they don't take kasra. They don't take single kasra. So for the jar, it will be a fatha at the end. Now for the next pattern, mif'alatun, mif'alatani, mafa'ilu. For nasb, mif'alatan, mif'alataini, mafa'ila. For jar, mif'alatin, mif'alataini, مفاعل. Now for the third pattern, so we have three states: مفعال, مفعلان, مفاعيل. نصب: مفعالا, مفعالين, مفاعيل. جر: مفعال, مفعالين, مفاعيل. Okay, so now let's go over some examples from Quran. So again, we are going to browse over. We're going to browse over this verse, and we're going to try to find ismul ala. So we are going to definitely look for either mim kasra mi or mim fatha ma. So let's browse over. So we see over here one word that matches with one of the patterns, like mif'alun. Okay, like mif'alun, misbahun. Again, we have the same pattern over here. Now let's see whether there are more that starts with mim kasra or mim fatha. And we do not see anymore. Okay, let's go over the details, inshallah. Okay, so what will be the identification of misbahun? So obviously it matches with one of the patterns. So this is a tool. This is a singular. A tool of action. I'm just saying in general. What will be the state? I see a dhamma, so it's a state of rafa. And the root letters are sad, ba, ha. It takes sabuha, yasbuhu pattern. The base meaning is to beam or to radiant. So what will be the tool? How I'm going to translate the tool? So tool, we can say a lamp. Okay, let's go over another one. So again, I'm going to browse over. And definitely we see one, right? Mawazinu. So this one up to here. This matches with one of the plural. So let's go over, inshallah. Let's look into the details. So this is one of the plural patterns. So in general, we can say this is many tools of an action. State, definitely I see a dhamma, so it's a default state. Root letters, waw, za, noon. This is type B. This is one of the irregular word with what we will learn in detail later. So this is type B. This is wazana yazino. So the waw is omitted. This is a transformation happening here. Base meaning to balance. So the final meaning, this is a dhamir here, which means like his. So we're gonna say his scales. Scale is a tool that used to measure something or balance something, to scale. So over here, scales used because this is a plural word. Let's go over some more examples which I have identified already. So over here we see a word al-ma'arij. So let's go over the identification. So this matches with one of the plural patterns. So in general, I can say many tools of an action. State jar. Now why jar? Even though this is ghair munsarif. So we have a note here. A ghair munsarif word will get a kasra when it has lam ta'rif before it. When it has the definite article before it, in that case, a غير منصرف word can get a kasra at the end. What are the root letters? Root letters are ayn, ra, jim, araja, ya'ruju. Base meaning to ascend. So what will be the final meaning? The tools or ways to ascend. Let's go over a couple of more examples. Okay. So over here we have al-mizan. Okay. So what does it match with? Like mif'al. Okay. So this is a tool of action. This is a singular noun. State is job. Root letters waw, za, nun. And again, there's a transformation going on over here. Originally, it was waw over here. It's changed to ya. And we're going to learn that those particular verbs and nouns when we do irregular verbs. So the base meaning over here, to balance. Final meaning, the scale, because we have the definite article over here and it's a singular. So we're going to say the scale. Okay, we have one more example, and that is mafatihu, mafatihu, and this is one of the plural conjugations. So in general, this means many tools of an action. State is rafa. Root letters fataha. So it's fataha yaftahu. Type D, we learned it before. Base meaning to open. Final meaning, what is the tool we use to open something? Keys, right? So because this is a conjugation of plurals, we are going to say keys. Alhamdulillah. So alhamdulillah, we learned about the conjugation of ismul ala, and inshallah, let's see what's coming up in the next session. Next session, inshallah, we are going to learn about the conjugations of superlative nouns, ismu tafdil, and we're going to go over some examples. Until then, please keep us in your dua. May Allah grant barakah on all your efforts. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.